Hi again, everybody. I'm back again with yet another video. On this one, this is the latest one that I did, and what I did on this page is that I was inspired by the basket that the boys have, and then by the backgrounds on this picture right here, and it has a whole mess of Easter eggs with different patterns, and then it has it in yellow, pink, green, purple. So I went ahead and I tried to find some papers that I had, and these are like thinner papers that I had, and I tried to find them in those kind of colors, and I made sure that they were patterned. And since I do double layouts, I do 2 double layouts, it took me an actual one whole sheet of each one of these colors. One of the purple, one of the green, one of the orange, one of the blue. But if you were just doing one double layout, you could just have half a page. And then it would be even better if you had the half a page and it was double-sided, like with this purple and a green or something like that that you would want to use, because then it would be even better. You wouldn't have to use that much. So what I did was the following. I cut down the page in half, 6 inches, then I cut it in half again, 3 inches, then again 1.5, and then till finally I got it to 3/4 of an inch. And those are the strips that I got. And I went ahead and I cut down the whole entire page to 1/4 inch strips. And then when I started playing with them to try to find a pattern that I liked. So I went with the purple, then green, then orange, then blue. And then I basically put 2 purples, it goes twice. So purple, blue, green, orange, purple, blue, green, orange. And then I went ahead and I just laid them on there so that way I could get like the general idea of what it is that I wanted. And then I like the fact that some of the lines came out straight and some of them didn't. And the way that you actually do this, if you're not exactly sure how to do the basket weave kind of thing, is you take one side, whatever side of the paper you want, and just adhere the very bottom of the pages of each strip. So just adhere one side. And then from there, you put the glue on the one that you're going to run across. So I ran it through all of that. And then what I would do is I would just weave the paper, over this one, under this one, over, under, over, under, and so on and so forth. And then I just taped it down. And then I went ahead and I put glue on the next line, and I put that one down, and so on and so forth. And then at the very end, at the top, then all you have to do is put a little bit of glue on the very bottom, and then you're done. So that's how you do the basket weave. Then what I did is I went to my Cricut cartridge, my Create a Critter, and on page 26 they have a bunny and they have a carrot, and they also have an Easter basket, which I'm thinking about making an Easter basket to put like right in between them. So I was thinking of making like one big huge Easter basket to put right here, and then getting eggs and filling it up there. And that's probably what I'm going to end up doing. But I went ahead and I cut the bunny rabbit out at 7 inches. And then the way that the cartridge is, it wants you to do the shadow in the back, and that'll give you the whiskers, and then that'll give you the eyes and the mouth in black. And then you're supposed to cut it out again in pink, and that'll give you the pink parts of the ears, the nose, and the cheeks. And then the top layer here, which I cut out like in a golden kind of color. And then another piece just for the belly, which is this piece here. And since I have twins, I just find that that's like a little bit too wasteful for me to cut out. Basically you would have to use a whole sheet in black, a whole sheet in pink, a whole sheet in gold to try to get this. And that just seems a little bit wasteful to me. So what I did is I cut out the bunny rabbit right here, which is layers, and then the button for the bunny rabbit. And I cut out the bunny rabbit at 7 inches. And then what I did, and on this one you can't see, but what I did is on the very back of it, I just had some leftover scraps of pink and black, and I put like little parts on it and just put glue on the back and just like basically glued it down. And then their eyes is just a little tiny piece, their mouth is just a little tiny piece of leftover cardstock. And then for this, I just cut them like at an angle and made sure that they were over the holes. That way I don't have to waste, you know, 2 extra sheets for something so small. And then for the tummy, I had an extra sheet of white, and it was just a really small one. And sometimes when you put a really small piece in the Cricut, like it starts moving around and it messes it up. And I said forget that, so I just went ahead and I cut it out myself and put it down. Then for the carrot here, what I did was I cut it at 6 inches, and that's on the same page, this one right here. So it gives you the carrot, but it also gives you this flower. And there's no way of getting around it because it cuts the flower first and then the carrot. So I just went ahead and I cut out 2 of the carrots at 6 inches, and I pieced together little pieces of black right here for these parts. And then I inked the edges here, and then I just like ran it, and I did it with my chestnut rowan, which is my favorite color of the color cue. And then what I did is I just held it lightly and just went over like little lines, like a carrot has like little lines. And then I did the green, cut out the top of it, which is layers 2 to get the green. And then I cut out 2 of those, and I inked those around the edge too with green, and then like another lighter green. And then that's how I got these 2 pages. And then this one, eventually the title that it's going to have is Here Comes Peter Cottontail. And then I'm just going to basically like do it around the thing. And then I just realized that I inked him around, but I didn't ink this one. I just realized that. Don't you hate that when you forget something like so minor and now you've already like glued it down? There's no way you're lifting this rabbit back up. So, oh well, I guess one's gonna have to stay like that. So that's what I did for that one. I'm just gonna really quick, I've also been making some little things. I had some friends that I went out to dinner with, and I had shown them the cards that I had made with the greeting farm for the happy birthday, and they loved it and they wanted one, so I went ahead and I colored them some in, and then I did it with thank you. But these I embossed, and I don't understand. I know that everybody else, when they go to emboss, like their powder comes off completely, but mine doesn't, and I'm using that Zing powder. Mine doesn't, and I don't know why. Somebody else had said like you pass a dryer sheet to it and that'll take it off, so that way all the little powder, the stray powder, will come off. But that didn't help either. And I don't know if you see it or not, but it's sort of like the powder's everywhere. So if anybody has a helpful idea. So I made those 2 cards, and then Terry Berry had given me that tag back there, and I loved it. So I went ahead and I tried making something similar, and I don't have the Baroque die from Tim Holtz. I haven't gotten it yet. And so what I did is, this is like a leftover piece of cardboard from the ATG gun, the pink ATG gun that I finally bought. I'm officially a scrapbooker, I guess you could say, because I have one of these. So I made this using the postage and parcel Tim Holtz on the edge. So I passed it through this side and I passed it through the other side to get the actual shape of it. And then I did my mermaid, and then I did her pearls with this I think it's Viva, yeah, Viva pearl pen. I made the little pearls right here, and then Terry Berry had given me a whole mess of these flowers from I Am Roses, so I put those. And I went to Michael's to try to find like one of those flourishes in pearls, but they didn't have one in pearl, they only had them in silver. So I left it here and I left it off. So anyway, that's what I've been doing on the side of doing all the way up. I hope you guys enjoyed. Have a good one. Thanks.